everyone, welcome to another review, and here is my review for the movie Steve Jobs. Yes, this movie Steve Jobs is about Steve Jobs, and this movie is not a biopic. Yes, this is not the life of Steve Jobs. This is just about the big parts of Steve Jobs' life. This movie is a lot like the movie Lincoln. Like, you know, the movie Lincoln is not a biopic of Lincoln. It's not about Lincoln's life. No, it's just about the most important part of Lincoln's life. You know, it's about the Civil War, him ending the Civil War, and him abolishing slavery. Okay, now this movie is not about Steve Jobs abolishing slavery, even though that would be a pretty cool movie, but yeah, that's not what it's about. This is about three major parts of Steve Jobs' life. Yes, three major parts of his life. The movie is about three launches for Macintosh computers, and these are the three biggest launches for Macintosh computers. Like, these are the hugest moments. This made Steve Jobs history. This made computer history. And these are three biggest parts of Steve Jobs' life, and this is actually the best parts of his life that you should make a movie about, and obviously they got the best writer to do it. This was written by Aaron Sorkin. Yes, Aaron Sorkin has written other great films like The Social Network, A Few Good Men, Charlie Wilson's War, Moneyball, fantastic writing, and he wrote an amazing script for this movie. This movie was very tightly written, very well told, so well told, and the dialogue. Yes, Aaron Sorkin is the king of writing dialogue. You know, like even with the TV show The Newsroom, he does a good job of writing characters, very captivating, very interesting characters, and he did that for this movie. And he wrote amazing dialogue, a dialogue that's intriguing and that hooks you right into the story. And it's also at times witty, very witty at times. And of course, this movie is directed by Danny Boyle. If you don't know who Danny Boyle is, he's done movies like 28 Days Later, Trainspotting, 127 Hours, Slumdog Millionaire, all those kinds of movies. Danny Boyle has directed them. I'm a big fan of Danny Boyle, and I love Danny Boyle's style. His style isn't in this movie, but he did a very good job directing this movie. I loved how he showed the story of Steve Jobs and the way he did this three-part. This is a basic three-act structure film. Like, it has a beginning, middle, and each are about the three launches of Steve Jobs' life. And I love how he filmed each part of the film. Like, the first act of the movie is filmed in 15mm film. The second act is filmed in 35mm film. And then the third and final act of the film, it's made with digital film. Like, each act of the film is made with different types of film, and it's just to show you the growth of technological production, and that's kind of what this movie's about. And the way they did it with this film was just genius, just brilliant. That is fantastic direction, and that is brilliant structure. So yeah, I tip my half up to you there, Danny Boyle. You did a fantastic job directing this movie. That is a perfect way to direct this film. And honestly, that wasn't just the writing and the direction. Yes, the writing and direction was flawless in this movie, but the performances in this movie were also really top-notch. This movie stars a really stellar cast like Michael Fassbender, Kate Winslet, Seth Rogen, Daniels, and John Ortiz, and all of them give fantastic performances. Michael Fassbender just impressed the shit out of me. He's a brilliant actor. Like, you want to see some good performances by Michael Fassbender? Watch every Michael Fassbender movie. Like, he is an amazing actor. He was so good as Steve Jobs. He played a great part, and he did a great job of making this character both unlikable and very likable. Like, he's just unlikable and likable. The beginning of this movie, you think, wow, Steve Jobs is a complete asshole. But then, as the film progresses, the character itself progresses, and he becomes more and more likable. He's still a dick, but kind of a likable dick. And Michael Fassbender was absolutely amazing. He was so gripping in this role. He better get an Oscar nomination. He probably will even get the win. He was so freaking good. I even loved Kate Winslet in this movie. Her accent was a little distracting, but she still pulled it off. And I loved how loyal her character was to Steve Jobs, and her chemistry with Michael Fassbender was really good. And I thought her performance was very good. Seth Rogen's in the movie as Steve Wozniak, you know, the guy who wrote all the code for Apple computers and the co-founder of it. Yes, Steve Wozniak is a very interesting guy, and they got a very good actor to play him, Seth Rogen. And I know Seth Rogen can do dramatic work. I've seen him in dramatic films, and I know he can be a dramatic actor, and so I knew he'd do a good job in this movie, and he did a very good job in this movie. He was so good. He might even get a supporting actor nomination. He was very good in this movie. Another person who might get a supporting actor nomination is Jeff Daniels. Jeff Daniels, once again impressing me. He did a fantastic job in the movie The Martian, and he does an amazing job in this movie as well. He is so freaking good. Again, he borders the line of likable and unlikable, and he's just so good. He's such an interesting character. He's the CEO of Macintosh, and he is so good in this movie. Every scene Jeff Daniels has with Michael Fassbender are the best scenes in this movie. The dialogue and the tension between these two characters it's just so freaking good. And the conversations they have with each other are just such interesting conversations. And the performances by both of them when they're together are powerhouse performances. These two are fantastic in this movie, and they both might get Oscar nominations and even wins for this movie. And I have no doubt this movie will probably get an adapted screenplay win, because the screenplay for this movie was fantastic. Aaron Sorkin did a fantastic job of writing this movie, and the editing was so sharp in this movie. Brilliant editing. Everything about this movie was freaking-tastic. It was so freaking good. Danny Boyle's direction was flawless. Aaron Sorkin's script was amazing, and the stellar performances were top-notch. And I love that they told a story about Steve Jobs launching these 3 things for Mac computers, and it was just so well done. Just so well done. And it's even actually heartwarming at times. You know, the scenes with Steve Jobs and his daughter. Yes, it comes off as a very dysfunctional relationship, but as the film keeps going, it's kind of heartwarming, you know, a little heartbreaking, but very heartwarming, and how they ended that story is very well done, and the ending to this movie is a very clever ending, and it's so freaking good. I loved this movie. Steve Jobs is a fantastic movie. Hands down, one of the best movies of the year. A scale of 1 to 10, I will of course give this movie, Steve Jobs, a 10 out of 10. This movie was fantastic. Go see this movie. It's so fucking good. So yeah, that was my review for the movie Steve Jobs. So in the comment section below, please tell me, did you see the movie Steve Jobs? And if you have, what did you think of it? Comment below and let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.